Hemrag's eyes shoot open as he begins to choke. Blotz shushes you with a threatening scowl. You jump on Hamrag's head and knock away and knock some of the lichen loose. He squeals and gasps, then remembers that he can breathe through his mouth. Hamrag glowers down past his jowls, scowling as though you hadn't saved him. He roars and demands to know who plugged up his nose. Blotz did it! Hamrag thanks you, grabs Blotz, and sits on him. All of Blotz's breath whooshes out and he can't inhale again. Hamrag stays there for a good long while.
We just killed somebody.
But it was honest. Oh my, you wake up and find you're no longer a little monsterling. You're growing up.
Wow!
Elder Marinus calls the oldest monsterlings together in a group. You're one of the oldest ones now, so you should join them. She looks grave.
It's a tough choice.
Marinus shuffles down the long tunnels, turning this way and that among dozens of forking passages. Marinus stops in a warm, humid chamber with a pit in the floor. She points to the pit, which seethes with thick mist. You fall, and...
Fall some more.
And fall, and you're falling!
And other monsterlings are falling?
Yes, some of them are crying.
And you can't see through the mist.
Or is it fog?
Maybe clouds.
Moans and groans and whispering screams.
Where is this? It must be somewhere. Well, thank you. Yes, it must be somewhere.
You land on smooth, flat stone. Despite the swirling vapor, the floor is dry as a bone. You hear other monsterlings breathing nearby. Some of them are still above you, still falling.
Get out of the way!
Buka? Oof. You don't see who you helped. Whoever it is rolls away into the thick fog without a word.
Gratitude is not important.
You rejoin some of the monsterlings at the edge of the mist. There are more passages out of here than you can count. Some monsterlings begin to panic, while others look determined. The other monsterlings watch you, curious. You lead the other monsterlings in a rousing song, putting aside their
So is it
trepidation.
just whichever one gets to 100 first you finish with? Or?
There are more endings. It's more complicated than that. But I know that you will get
100 something.
if your stats are if your stats suck enough, you will get a bad-ish ending. Soon you have all convened in a cave full of even thicker mist. You should check your stats though. I'm curious as to what the icons look like. I think you can't do it while you're in the dialogue. You can wait until you reach the next area.
Stop telling me this. Stop telling me this.
Windows. Chamber swirls with mist, smoke, fog, vapor. Except it's not any of those things. It's ghosts! Hundreds of them, large and small. They're everywhere!
Spooky.
Yeah, that's your reaction. One by one, the pale ghosts begin to turn their attention to you. Their eyes glow different colors.
Oops, that's the wrong mouse.
The ghosts speak in many voices, a hollow and distant, on unison. They ask, "Do you fear?"
Yes, this is scary.
The ghosts stare into and through you as though you're the one made of mist. One sharp voice speaks from behind you. "Why are you here?"
Lecture goes about the monster life cycle. Sure, why not?
You take a deep breath and begin to explain how monsterlings make the change into adolescent monsters. Stress is like heat, cooking our minds and bodies so we can enter a new state of being.
Continue to explain things
This
to
was
the
not
ghost.
an incorrect choice. You go on. First, our growing bodies must be destabilized so we can take on our yawn. More of diverse forms, then we must yawn. I'm sorry, I forget what I was...
Sleepy.
Oh, there it shows your stats. You are not ferocious at all, and you are not arrows.
What is there?
It's a stat that you don't have yet. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is your home now. The more brave, clever, ferocious, kind, and honest you are, the more other monsters will grow to respect you. Gain of respect. Oh, I think that last one is respect.
Oh.
You might someday affect important world events. You wake up inside a well-appointed hovel. This is O.
That's the thing.
Oh! Might Gritmitten eat a kitten. Your weird friend grew up too, apparently.
He has mouths on both sides of his
And apparently he's in your house. Yip, 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 yip. Brrrg. Ooh, you
This is at
have
32.
you have a fire.
And cleverness is...
Cleverness seems to
52.
be your strongest point. Enter the big bad world.
Turn. Monsters don't know doorknobs.
But they can read.
Don't click that up there.
Oh, there were two of them for a moment. Bleh. Blech, blech. Choose your adventure. Ah! Blistree dumps a double armload of objects on the ground. I found these in the woods. Nash Nash grabs one, a piece of yellow metal, and licks it.
Lick something. How bad can it be?
It's pretty bad. The muddy caulk you just licked tastes like rust and mold. Not the delicious kind of mold either. The horrible sour kind.
Wow, those are both mean.
Oh, huge monsters. The other monsters watch you leave, then one by one follow after you. Blistree is left alone with a pile of disgusting junk.
Aw, but there's other cool things that could be done with junk. Man, it really likes saying that line.
It's a good line.
This looks kind of like Fox Pop, right?
Oh! You're heading home with a dead rabbit you found. Suddenly a fox appears. He sidles up to you and asks, "You going to eat all of that?" Most talking foxes are fatter and better fed than their stupid cousins, but this one is lean. You can see his ribs under his unkempt fur. You tear the rabbit into two pieces. It splits unevenly. One chunk has most of the meat.
Sorry, Izzy.
Oh, most of the meat it was already dead when you found it. And the other is a bunch of tendons and skin. The fox looks hungrily. More what? You and the fox enjoy the delicious rabbit. Crunchy.
I'm good at identifying paw prints, apparently. That's what we learned from this. My cleverness is good at identifying paw prints.
He knows a fox foot. And it's not that.
Ah! Ah!
That is the aw. We are so loud.
Eee! Mosquito. Invisible.
You Nash Nash and Gobclaws hide in a stand of prickly thorn bushes, watching human children run back to their bus. But what's that they left? Shiny, red, round things? It's a scooter!
Yeah!
You all charge out of the bushes, only to trip over each other and land in a big pile of feathers, scales, and fur. Now what? As she pushes her foot in your face, you realize Nash Nash is the true owner of the scooter. You let her up and pin Gobclaws, who bites your ear in fury.
What?
It's a Hummin scooter.
Ah.
You're not sure exactly how, but the conversation in Portland Square has turned to a bragging contest. Suddenly, everyone looks at you, waiting. Oh, God!
Ooh, 19.
You have 1% respect. They all watch as you turn and swagger away, clearly impressed by her attitude and confidence. After the rain, the last puddles linger. Looking into one, there's hundreds of tiny wriggling bugs. It's clever to look at bugs. The tiny bugs come to the surface of the puddle, breathe in a little air, then swim down again. They don't seem to be fighting each other.
Might as well eat them.
I think they're baby mosquitoes. The puddle will probably be gone before they can grow up and escape it. Even as you stand there looking at it, the puddle is slowly shrinking. Blistree joins you, looking at the bugs, and says, "Hey, a snack."
Let's turn on the life cycle of mosquitoes.
Other mosquitoes stop. Oh, other monsters.
Mosquitoes, listen. Good.
Other monsters. Oh.
It's from playing Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
What is?
From playing Mystery Dance, how you're good at identifying.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Other mosquitoes stop and listen as you compare the other monsters stop and listen as you compare the baby mosquitoes to morsels swimming in the spawning vat. Explain that mosquitoes take on another form as they leave the water, much like a monsterling coming out to the brood cave. You begin listing out the difference between mosquitoes and monsters, but the crowd has wandered away now. Your moment in the spotlight is over.
Well, that was fun. Time to eat the baby mosquitoes.
The puddle has lost half its water in the time you've been here. There's no way these mosquitoes will grow up.
It really wants you to eat the mosquitoes.
Look out for an idea. There must be some way to save the mosquitoes. But what? I think this is the only game where you put this much thought into saving mosquitoes. The spine doctor laughs and says, "You want to save mosquitoes? Don't bother me with silliness, little monster." There's still a little water left, but the baby mosquitoes are all gone. Tracks in the mud show that Nash was here.
I had a feeling if I brought them back, people would be mad at me.
They thought you were silly regardless. Elder Jaggery grabs your claw and drags you out of town. "I need you to scare a pig for me," he says. Here we go again. Oh, there's a friend. Jaggery sniffs the air and says, "Never mind, there it goes!" He gallops away, leaving you alone in a grassy meadow. As you poke around in the bushes,
Exploring makes you not clever.
but makes you brave.
But how does it make you not clever?
Because it's not a clever thing to do. I don't know. A ball rolls through them. It comes to rest at your feet. Scary ball! You see a human sitting in the middle of the meadow. It hasn't spotted you yet, but it looks up at the sound of your movements.
Man, it's dumb to be inquisitive.
Humans. The human looks at you, waves its arms, burps, and laughs. The sound sends shivers down your spine. The human, still sitting, points at the bushes behind you and makes a sound. It seems to be very young, no more than a monsterling or even a morsel. You can't bring yourself to come in reach. If you pick up the ball and roll it towards the humanling laughs again. Leave before something bad happens. You run along to Omen with a bit of new perspective in a story. The other monsters are impressed that you've interacted with a human.
A humnan.
2 left. Getting respect is hard.
At this point in the game.
Suddenly, a stinging rain pours down. Everyone scatters and gets under cover. Even Blistry and Smark. I've never heard of Smark.
How bad is the weather?
It's just rain. Water falling from the clouds. It does hurt a little. Stings, you know. Ow! Ow! That's like 100 needles on your hide. Yeah, and a wise monster has enough sense to get out and out of the rain. Sometimes really hard rain like this has been known to get stuck under monster skin, like little splinters, and then you can hurt for days. Suddenly a stinging rain pours down. Oh yeah.
It's clever to run and hide.
From rain. While the rain pours down, you cuddle with Blistry and Smark under the bleachers. You take turns opening your mouth to the falling rain, trying to suck in all the drops. Unfortunately, you choke and spit a mouthful of water at Smark.
Do it again. Ooh.
Blistry spits water on you. Smark splashes a puddle at both of you. And all of you spend the rest of the storm making your own fun in the pooling water.
Okay. Wow, very little happened with that. That was bad.
Danger. Loud, drooly, snappy sounds come from the square, where you see Prufrock, single-clawedly taking on a rampaging pack of wolves. He grunts for you to help.
Are these wolves a threat?
Any monster can defeat almost any animal with ease. You should be able to take care of them.
Okay.
Bravery maxed.
We max bravery first.
That's not what you're going for at all. Making your ugliest faces, you and Prufrock terrify the pack, scattering the wolves into the forest. Adolescence is fleeting. You have grown beyond youth and have become an adult. You've been dragged from your bed by your friends and neighbors.
Trying to sleep here.
I tell you that it's time to grow up. You're taken into the woods.
Okay.
Hey, a new card. The neighbors throw you in the center of a great circle of monsters, all older than you. whisper to each other. Then look at you and whisper some more. Are you seeing Family View? What?
I forgot to vote today. Even better than I expected. Tough choice. No, it is a tough choice between those two. I guess the thing with Cuphead is I already expected it to be good, so I was skeptical.